Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter the Master of Puppets, and
Jacob Lottermol.
And today we're going to be looking at a beer sent to me from BelgiumInAbox.com. In the latest beer mail I got from them, you can see what I got on the Facebook fan page, so go there, Facebook the Master of Puppets beer reviews. There's a link in the description too. So thanks a lot to Kurt and Sasha for the beer. I'm looking forward to be trying this. This is going to be my first beer from this brewery. I think we do get some of their stuff here in Aalborg in Denmark. I'm not 100% sure, but it's from the Oude Cam or De Cam, and this is their Oude Lambiek, and it's an unblended lambic on 5%. And that's kind of like the rawest form you get of lambic. It is intensely sour compared to like Geuzes and all, and that's also usually when you get a fruit lambic, you blend in fruit to cut some of the sourness. So fruit lambics are basically young unblended lambics just with fruit added. But the thing is here, it says Oude Lambiek on the bottle. If you have a bottle of this, at least according to the brewers, that is only, was it 6 months old?
Yeah, 6 months old.
It can be considered as a young Lambiek and should be, was it quite hazy still?
Yeah, hazy with a lot of foamy head. Or
Yeah, and should be very, very sour. So, but this is not.
This, if it's over a year old,
you would call it an Oude Lambiek, as it says on the bottle.
And this is from January 2009. So
yeah, so it's a 3-year-old bottle, which is, or 2-year-old bottle, so that's really
almost cool. 3-year-old bottle.
Yeah, actually, almost 3-year-old. So I'm really looking forward to trying this. I've only had one unblended lambic that's without fruit or anything, which was from Revelation Cat, which was single hop with East Kent Golding. It was pretty tasty, but
I think this will be my first. It will be.
Yeah. It actually kind of looks like apple juice.
Yeah, it does. Or a iced tea. It's a little light in color.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But let's check out the aroma. Wow, that is so funky. It reminds me of cheese, like a dank cheese, a dank blue cheese. Wow.
Holy shit.
Wow, that's so funky, and it smells so sour. I can feel my saliva is just going
crazy
because of the sourness. What do you get?
There's a lot of vinous, grapey notes.
Yeah, white grapes, white wine notes. It's got a lot of funk. It reminds me of a dank blue cheese or something.
There's still a kind of light
vinegar too.
Yeah,
like a real sharp vinegar to it too.
And some red wine kind of notes.
I wouldn't say red wine to be honest. I'd say mostly just white. And wow, really funky. Some light horse blanket character to it too. A lot of wet hay barnyard kind of aroma, musty old cellar.
But that cheese kind of you mentioned is actually quite there.
Yeah, it's quite dominant. It's kind of strange, and it's super funky.
But it's
and this was actually some kind. I think it would be a beer like this, just of different ages. You will blend into a Geuse and then barrel age it.
Yeah,
I believe that's how you make a Geuse.
I think it would have been awesome to have this straight from the brewer at 2009 January.
Yeah,
and then just try it fresh, and then a half year later, and then a year later. And
and just see how it evolves from being extremely sour to melting out a little. But it smells like a really nice unblended lambic. A lot of that funk. It's really complex in the way of that funk. Should we give it a taste?
Yeah, my saliva was just
going crazy. That's because of the sourness, I think.
Yeah.
Cheers. That is not as sour as I was expecting.
No, but yeah, not at
all. Wow, it's got a lot of funk in this flavor. I was just, wow, it's incredible how much the sourness has faded.
Yeah.
And lended forth a very funky character. Get like peach character to it too.
Yeah. And some green apples and...
It doesn't have any carbonation.
No, not at all.
It's dead flat.
Piss flat.
Which I guess is...
expectable.
Yeah, from a young lambic, or unblended lambic. It's got a lot of, it's got a dry mouthfeel. It's a medium body, no carbonation at all. Wow, I really expected a mouth puckering sourness, but it doesn't have
as
that.
well. Nope.
It is the sourness is definitely there, and it's really dry, and the sourness is kind of in the way of a vinegary green apple, as you said, white grape. Yeah. But it's got it's got some oaky character a little too maybe, and as you say, as I said with the aroma, a lot of like it's got that musty old kind of
hay kind of note.
It tastes really like old and dusty, musty.
Yeah,
but it's still sour, you know.
I would have loved to try this straight out of the brewery.
Yeah, 6 months old or fresh when
yeah.
it's just ready. Because I imagine that it would be really, really sour just to get that vinegar too, of course.
Yeah, vinegar.
Like an apple with vinegar.
Yeah.
Apple vinaigrette or something like that.
But it's just, I would almost say, if I didn't know better, this was a cider.
It's a lot like a cider crossed between a wine. It's just more sour.
Yeah, it is. But it's just, I don't know, it's...
But if you think cider and you're from, for example, Denmark, and think Tommersby, then you can go away because that's not cider.
I'm not talking about...
He's talking like a traditional...
Premium...
Yeah, maybe an English cider, because they also
exactly.
have a little bit of a funny yeast character to them. But
premium ciders.
And it's funny, it's the sourness in there, it's a sharp one. It's not really intense sour, but it's this fun sharpness that lingers on the palate of sourness, I actually think, for a while. Rating wise, what would you give this?
I'm so split on this one because it's... I would have loved to try this one. Extremely fresh, but sour beer wise, I would say it's a little let down. But it's still complex wise and drinkability, and it has still a kind of sour poke to it. I would say 81.
Okay, yeah. I'm kind of same mind as you there. I expected a little more from it. Just because of the description we read online, and it doesn't have much carbonation. But then again, I really like the funk on it. I really like the aromas. That sounds strange, dank cheese and the horse blanket and all. So I'm gonna land on an 85. Actually, I think it's really tasty. But I would rather have it fresh. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to get that mouth-puckering sourness because it's unblended. But it's incredible how balanced it is and how much it is mellowed out over the 2 years almost.
Yeah, if you have all of this and you don't like sour beers, crack it up. No problem there.
Yeah. So, pretty tasty unblended lambic, guys. So let us know what you think of the Oude Lambiek. It's a 3-year-old lambic. Says here 3 years.
It's also saying 3-year-old.
But I think it's been aged for 3 years and then
before
released, something like that. Yeah. But let us know what you think of it if you've had it, and especially if you've had it fresh. I'd like to hear some feedback on that. Yeah. And guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter. Check out the Facebook fan page if you want to see the beer I got from Belgium in a box. And we're gonna say cheers. Cheers. And we're gonna see you guys in another beer review.